Hello, hello. Here on the second video of the 2v2 Subcommanders tournament, where both players of a team play the same factions with some special rules to make it as much a 1v1 as possible, or as close to it. If you want the full rules, either watch the first video where I explain them a bit more in detail, or search the tournament on the Total Tavern website where the rules are explained. Here we have Leech Lord and the 28th Knight on Skaven versus the Warriors of Chaos with Hammered Zebra and Chief Warlock. And let's start with them. Yeah. We have here Valkyr. Interesting choice against Skaven, but I guess it's a very sturdy choice to not get nuked by, most missile fire. She can evade, she can go fairly well diving, and with her spell resistance, she isn't as vulnerable to what's it called? Flensing Rune. And then a simple Chaos Lord here and a Nurgle caster with purely fleshy abundance. Yeah, so a full healer. And still a decent-ish fighter. The 100 armor make him against Chef definitely a good fighter. Then we have here mostly Chaos Warriors and some Forsaken, which I'm curious about because Skaven usually don't lack options to just indiscriminately crack heavy armor. Some Marauder Horsemen to quickly get the points. A Master Assassin and an Assassin Hero. This is interesting. They are out for blood and sniping lords. And Lord Skrolk. Ooh, was contaminated. If there's some terror source here with that together, those marauders will run super quickly. Then some Nightrunner slings, so those are not the stalked ones. And a warp grinder to prevent them from being run over by dogs or knights or something akin. And a warp fire thrower, one of the tools. They aren't that strong against heavy armor, but still decent-ish, I would say, because just the pure power of their flame is enough, and the rest is just variations of clan slave threats. So no need to really comment on them. They're just filling material, you could call it. Can they root air? No, affects unit if grounded. Okay. Would have wondered, because then there's nothing really dangerous here for Valkyr. Those pebbles won't hit her, and neither do the flames. And so you could be a bit daring and hover here, like the hanging sword of Damocles. And as soon as someone makes a mistake, that's not gonna work out so well. No. This touch spells work better the more units, the more models I hit. So low model counts, we see only 32 compared to like Clan Rats with 160. Only get a lot less damage, or rather, it is applied per model. So naturally, units with low model count and high HP aren't really affected by it. Yeah, warp flame. Yeah, this Marauder is toast. They actually managed to go on, but the pebbles will give them the rest, and they won't. Once the charging bonus here runs out, they're straight throated. Valkyr going for the Plague Claw, which is interesting. Yeah, Yeah, you can kind of see it already doing its verminous magic. Turning around, okay. It's a bit dangerous here, to be honest. There are some things that could trap her, but Skaven doesn't really have things that kill her, even if they trap. Um, oh, it's gonna be a nice plague spell, is it? Or I forgot how the spell was called. I think it was plague. Where's the green icon? Here. Plague, yeah. It starts rather small and then gets bigger, so you have more time to dodge. But if you're in a pitched battle or routed, not yet routed, rooted by the warp grinder, you of course can't evade. So this catapult not in guard mode, I think. So now here getting some more dangerous dive into it. Those hounds thrown directly into Clan Red that's not gonna work. Valkyr trying to snipe Lord's World, but with support of those units, and he has decent combat stats and is a small target, so not the best target for Valkyr here. Those are Chaos Warriors, and you see those Warpfire Sparrows aren't really AP, but they still took 25% of them on this hit. And it wasn't even a full frontal hit, so it's still very good against them. Yeah, this is contaminated. Oh, it's burned and contaminated from this, and -10 for artillery shelling once it hits. So that's a lot of leadership going down. Oh yeah. I really would like some Terror Beast in here, like a Packmaster on a Brute Horror or something like this, or just a Brute Horror, just to bounce around and apply terror. The Chaos Lord here got taken out by the two Assassins. Yeah, this is very understandable. They kinda outclass him, and shouldn't he have the Weeping Blades to half armor? I think he should have. I guess it doesn't matter if the oh Valkyr, oh Valkyr, poor Valkyr, don't do this. Their whole existence is trying to kill units like you. You shouldn't be here. Look at this. Oh my god, poor Valkyr. I think she gets some healing here, but poor Valkyr. Oh, here's the Terror. It's a bit late, I would say. I would like to have it in this engagement, but I also understand that there were different, well, choices and different priorities on what you need right now. The Reds still haven't taken this point, but there isn't really a lot to stop them right now from it. The points lead is quite substantial, but not dangerous yet in any way. So the Chaos Lord survived, and Valkyr routes here, but she gets away from the Clan Rats far enough so that she can rally and is not escorted off the map. So yeah, the Skaven can actually, probably, they now have the choice to either get over here and take this point, and then split out a bit between this point and this side, which opens a Chaos side, a play to take them out the more or less isolated ones here, or try to maintain their formation and push through this choke point over here, where they then would take a disadvantageous fight due to this reinforcement point, for example, here directly being able to funnel units into their backs, or just the reinforcement times being way better for the Chaos side. So it's a bit of a tough choice for a faction here that wants to maintain their formation, but in this assault, they kinda, or the failed assault of the Chaos side onto this position here, they kinda made enough army damage to the Chaos side to now be able to afford this without too much of a problem. Oh, but yeah, she found the assassins again, or the assassins found her. Yeah, maybe she would be safer over here inside the Plate Claw catapult, even if it's the Skaven spawn. And the Plate Claw by now must have actually not that much. I would have expected a bit more, but still, it applies a -20 leadership penalty with artillery damage and contaminated, and that's kind of its main purpose. And yeah, still stacked with other leadership penalties on top. Okay, the Skaven are careful to not overextend on this side and rather stay back and only take this point where they now invested a lot into it. Good choices here. They probably could, but it's a risk that they don't have to take at all. Chaos Trolls, despite their fire weakness, not taking that much damage from the warp fire throwers here. It's mainly centered at explosion damage and not direct missile damage, and explosion damage against monstrous infantry naturally is less effective. Because it hits less models and explosion applies per model. Yeah, another plague here. It does actually quite horrifying damage, this spell, but you can fairly easily avoid it. Yeah, if you're able to move. I don't know if there was still a route going on here. I didn't see one. Warp grinders surviving for this long is rare. Whenever I use them, they kinda go down quickly. Valkyrie doing some last ditch efforts here. I'm not sure if they made the mass, but Skaven are fully dominant and don't need to triple cap, so I would tap out here and I will actually accelerate it now. I don't think it will go for much longer.
Glorious.
Yeah, Skaven still playing careful, not overextending, and this unholy death blob here rather chilling on the sides. Though by now the missiles have chased everything off here, and they kinda took it by default, undefended.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Unending glory is yours.
I think that was a bit definitely a bit an hasty engage from the Chaos side. Could have waited longer and made a bit better decisions. For example, where to apply Valkyrie. She didn't, and where to apply her spears. It didn't do a lot into the warp fire throwers, and she herself was more in danger of getting sniped by the assassins than the other way around. And yeah, if you're hasty with an assault, such rushes are always all or nothing. And if you don't manage to break through the lines, you get the nothing. So you really can take your time, be careful with positioning, and then assault later on, especially since the Chaos side had the double cap and they were under no pressure for time. So the Skaven were the ones forced to make a move or move their missiles up and further up, where they are maybe more easily reached by sniping turrets. Yeah, but cool to see a lot of the more rare weapon teams like Warp Grinders and those two also. They made great value. What's Valiant Krog? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Very ratty. Oh, I didn't even see those Storm Vermin. They were even in the starting army. I didn't notice them. Oh, blind me. But they have apparently the same icon as Kleinrat, so... Ooh, I need to be careful with this. The Halberds you recognize because their icon is different, but... for them apparently not so much. I need to see Kleinrat. Kleinrat with swords. There are no Kleinrat with swords. Okay, so I can compare the icons. Not anything more to say? Not really. Yeah, so this was the second match, the first round of the tournaments, if you so will. And then 3 and 4 are coming in a bit later. See you on those.